Hello everyone and welcome to my final project. The topic I have chosen is the radioactive dating with the half-lives of carbon-14 and how we can use it in archaeology. I found this topic very interesting. So let's begin. So what is carbon-14? Carbon-14 is a radioactive isotope of carbon, to not confuse with carbon-12, which is non-radioactive. We should also know that for every 1 million carbon-12 we have, we'll get only one carbon-14, which is very rare for carbon-14 right now. We should also know that the half-life of carbon-14 is 5,730 years. This is very useful for archaeologists, but we'll get into it later. How is carbon-14 used in archaeology? So we call this method radiocarbon dating, and we should also know that every living object has an amount of carbon-14 on it. So every human, every animal, every plant has an amount of carbon-14 in it. Archaeologists can use this method to calculate the age of any living object. So I have some examples for you to have a better understanding. Let's say that a dinosaur just died and it has 100% of its carbon-14 in it at that time. So when we will reach 75% of carbon-14 left, it means that uh, this dinosaur existed 2,400 years ago. 50% of carbon-14 left means the dinosaur existed 5,730 years ago, which is the half-life of carbon-14. 25% of carbon-14 left means it existed 11,450 years ago. I just wanted to add that 1%, which means 1% of carbon-14 left, means that this dinosaur or this living object existed 38,100 years ago, which is a lot. And if it's 0%, it means that this living object existed more than 50,000 years ago. I also wanted to talk about the historical connections of using C14 in archaeology. We can't talk about radiocarbon dating without mentioning Willard Libby. So this method was developed in the late 1940s. I think exactly it was in 1949 at the University of Chicago by Willard Libby, who is the guy in the picture. If you wanna take a look at him, he received the Nobel Prize in chemistry for his work in 1960, and he is totally worth it. I mean, he's a great chemist, right? So the possible risks associated to the carbon-14. As we know, carbon-14 is a very low energy beta emitter. Large amounts of it can only pose a little external doses hazard to persons exposed. And one more thing, our bodies have a certain percentage of carbon-14, as I mentioned before. Uh, and also plants and animals have the same percentage. And in conclusion, I just want to say that the carbon-14 isotope has no risks associated to it, which is very good for us. Uh, and yeah, that's it. I want to present you my sources. So if you want more information or you want to check if what I said was correct, there's the sources. And thank you for watching.